Hello, today's topic is the art of doing less. How reducing your workload helps you keep going. You've probably heard the phrase, I always finish what I start. It sounds admirable, and it is. But sometimes the harder you try to finish, the more you lose sight of how to continue. When the goal feels distant, motivation fades, and the routine starts to slip. I've experienced that too. Today, I want to share a mindset that changes the way I approach habits. How doing less can actually help you keep going longer. I've always seen myself as someone who sticks to what I decide. But I realized something important. When the goal isn't clearly defined, it becomes difficult to know how much is enough, and that's where people burn out. So I started experimenting with a new rule: reduce the amount you do in a day. Most people, right after saying, I'll work hard, make the mistake of adding more tasks. They raise the bar too high, and inevitable they stop. I used to do the same thing, trying to memorize 100 English words in one sitting, studying 10 hours a day, and failing over and over. Then I changed my approach. I began setting lighter goals, like study for 30 minutes or learn just 10 words. And surprisingly, that small shift made it easy to keep going. My focus stayed sharp, and over time, the small efforts began to add up. The key is to design a system that's sustainable. Whenever we say, I'll work hard, we subconsciously create pressure. That pressure leads to me exhaustion, and eventually we quit. But if you start small and make continuation the goal instead of effort, your habits begin to build themselves. For example, I used to aim for reading one book a day. Now I simply target 2 books a month. That may sound less ambitious, but it's far more realistic and effective. With a flexible plan, I can adjust each month and still reach my yearly goal of 100 books. The same goes for studying. Sometimes I just say I'll look at the past question for 10 minutes. Once I start, those 10 minutes often turn into 20 or 30 naturally. The mindset change for I have to do this to I want to keep going. This approach even works in programming and web development. I tell myself, I'll just touch the code for 10 minutes today. That small habit builds momentum, and suddenly I find myself improving every day. That's how small success builds big growth. Appl- Applying it toward now, here's something important. Reducing what you do doesn't mean being lazy. It's actually the smartest way to build consistency, especially in areas like study, development, or creative work. Continuation is what creates results. So instead of trying to do everything at once, try the 3 step approach. 1. Break tasks into 10-minute chunks. Divide your day into 3 short focus sessions. 2. Visualize progress. Mark what you've completed, even if it's small. 3. Celebrate micro success. Acknowledge your effort each day, no matter how small it seems. Because in the end, the power to continue isn't the talent, it's the skill of adjusting your volume. Do less, do it lightly, do it longer. Small, consistent effort. That's what truly transforms your future. Thank you for listening.